when Jesus sees what's troubling you, when he sees how broken you are, can I tell you, it bothers him. See, Jesus is our big brother. And God is our Father. And Jesus is sitting there making intercessions on your and our behalf. And I don't know about y'all, but growing up, my parents used to tell me right before I'd get a spanking, I like to call it a whipping. Right before I'd get a whipping, this hurts me. Can I tell you, that's just like Jesus? You may say, why me, Jesus? But the whole time Jesus is sitting there groaning in the spirit. I want to jump in right now and get you out of this mess, but it's just not your time yet. I want you to get to the bottom of the bottom so that I can get all the glory out of it. The whole time we think Jesus is so far away when we're in our broken state, but the Bible tells us that he is nigh unto them that of our broken heart and a contrite spirit. Jesus hasn't forgot about you. He knows right where you're at. I've read that story. Some of you've probably seen it. That man was walking in the sand with two sets of footprints. And then there only was one set of footprints. And he thought God had left him. But the whole time God had picked him up and he was carrying him through. I don't know how long you've been in this battle. Can I tell you this morning, God is trying to speak to somebody in this house. He's trying to carry you through this morning. Oh, Spirit of God. There was a little girl. I got to tell this story, then we'll get back to the message. She was traveling the highway with her grandfather on the interstate. And they came up in a storm. She said, Grandpa, I got to pull over. He said, no, baby, just keep driving. She said, but Papa, I can barely see. He said, just keep driving. She kept driving. The rain's falling harder. You ever been on the interstate and you get behind that transfer truck when it's raining like that? You can't hardly see. Oh, but Grandpa said, baby, you got to keep driving. They kept driving and they came up out of that storm. He said, all right, baby, now pull over. She said, Grandpa, we've made it out of the storm now. He said, just go on and pull over. And she pulled over. She said, what's the purpose of this, Grandpa? He said, if we would have pulled over in the storm, we'd still be in the storm. But because you kept driving, we made it out of the storm. See, some of you want to give up on your relationship with God. Some of you want to give up on some of the relationships with family members. But can I tell you, you got to keep driving. You got to push through. This storm won't last forever. Look to your neighbor and say, just keep driving. I don't believe they received it. Look to the other neighbor and say, just keep driving. This storm won't last forever. I remember that song. Oh, Brother Charles Johnson would sing. Jesus is with me when the storm clouds gather. He's standing by my side when I hear the thunder roar. He holds my hand when I begin to tremble, when the winds of this world is blowing strong. Can I tell you, Jesus is next to somebody in here that you feel like he's so far away.